We ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, glowing up, but we still trapped. That's how a nigga survives. Flowing out, got the crowd packed. Yeah, that's how a nigga provides. Y'all insta this, y'all snap that, y'all diss this, and they snap back. Another mass shooting in the headlines. I'm like, damn, where that attack at? Cause y'all think this about race. They font that shit in your face. It's like every day it's the same agenda. It's really not that hard to trace. Fuck it, we might as well face it. Accept it, whatever it's wrapped in. There'll come a day when they run out of grace. So me and my niggas stay trapping. Yeah, ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Hey, someone be too who I wanted to be and then what I became. Ended up going my own way, but I couldn't stay in my lane. Now if I'm honest, I've taken a liking to wearing these chains. They hold me down, make it easier when I start feeling the pain. Out of the overflow, your heart, they say your mouth speaks. Well, my heart must be fucked up, cause I can't speak and I can't sleep. So I stay woke in this daydream. Got shit to do, got the world to see. Got the same crew, got some new fleets. There's an empire, fucking boutique, that's real. I only say what I feel, got a new plate with the same meal. On a new height with the same chill. Y'all too fake, gotta stay real. Got cast down from heaven, but I'm too good to stay in hell. I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like oh well, oh well. Yeah, I keep writing like oh well, oh well. Yeah, hey, I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like oh well, oh well. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah. It's too early in the morning for this shit. But let's get it. Yeah. Ay, all of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole, put nuts on their chin. Like Everson K2 get mounds of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is green. I'm dropping slappers to hell with an album. Might fuck around and go see Jimmy Fallon. I multiply while you bury your talents. Cause I'm like a hawk when I bury my talents. Guess what I'm saying? I pray on these niggas. There was a day when I'd pray for these niggas. Now I got nothing to say to these niggas. I pray that God does away with these niggas. I keep my friends close, but my enemies closer. My mental is gross, but my verses are kosher. These girls going wild, but I'm not a poacher, so I just keep shining like Elon, I'm solar. All of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole, put nuts on their chin. Like Everson K2 get mounds of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is green. Gotta make this money, only game I know. I'm the only king, this ain't no Game of Thrones. Everybody wanna be a fucking king until it's time to do what a king does. Everywhere I look, it's just kids and drugs. Everywhere I look, it's just gangs and thugs. Can't tame the guns, can't save our loved ones. I grew my funds and I called the plug. Then I filled my lungs, I don't mess with that new shit. Y'all talking tough, but ain't none of y'all do shit. Y'all chasing money, you want the exposure. Y'all think y'all funny and snake Gucci loafers. I don't give disclaimers, I rap full disclosure. These niggas all think they were born in October. The only thing different between you and I is that I also have stacks on, plus stacks when I'm older. Stacks when I'm older. Yeah, stacks when I'm older. The only thing different between you and I is that I also have millions in cash when I'm older. All of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole, put nuts on their chin. Like Everson K2 get mounds of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is green.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Swole Norman.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
What's going on, beaches, booshes, bustas, hustlers, and yo-hos? It's your boy, Papa Swoleo, back with another episode. In today's episode of the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Eversting K2 Flexing on all you beashes.
The fucking Catalina wine.
Welcome to the show, everyone. Come one, come all. Tuesday, August the 26th. And we're getting after it today. So thank you, everyone, for being here. Appreciate you. Hit the like button, subscribe. We're live on Rumble and YouTube at The Daily Swole. And, of course, you can catch us on Spotify and Apple Podcast. We have some new drops yesterday. Man, very exciting things. Very exciting times over there at papaswolio.com. You can check out the brand new Bull Cream, Scalp Seed, and Mane Gains body care products. That's all available over there. But we have a brand new drop. You can pick up some Old Country Gains, the creatine barrel, the original. Now, of course, like all of our great designs and ideas, these have been stolen over the years. So obviously it was ripped off. You know, they turned into Cracker Barrel, but we're bringing it back. We're bringing it back to the OG, just like Forest Pump, Jurassic Pump, Depth Vader. We're bringing back all the OGs, and we're continuing the struggle. We're continuing the revolution with creatine barrel. Go pick it up, papaswolio.com. That's a dope ass design. That's seriously fire. All right, let's get into the first post today.
What's in the box?
This is on Instagram. We got some Swole merch. We got some Swole merch in the house. Let's give it up for what we got here. Inglesos PT. I'm not sure if this person was sharing the picture of a client or it's them, because obviously it's different in the avatar. But go to the fucking gym, rocking the merch in the wild, looking good.
Boom shakalaka!
Love it. Make sure you tag us. Tag us, Real Papa Swoleo or Swolenormous on Instagram when you post in your stories. So make sure you tag us and we can give you a shout out here on the show. All right, you know what time it is, beaches. It is time for the Greater Swole Fam's Proof of Gym. Let's do it. Proof of Gym. I want to see it. I want to see you beaches in the gym. I don't buy it. I tell you go to the fucking gym all the time, but I don't believe you're actually doing it. So prove it to me. Jill Super Mario just started year 2 of weightlifting. Now, I will be honest, this is like probably the worst before and after. Talk about like the strangest position to do a before, literally the strangest position to do a before and after. Like hunched over, twisted, rounded on the side. But look, a lot of people are embarrassed about how they look and they're very self-conscious. So I'm okay with you blurring out your face. You don't have to put your face in it. But, we can see the difference already. You can see the difference in the changes. So shout out, but you might want to get some better pictures, at least for yourself. Make sure you take them for yourself. You have to post them online. I get it. People are sensitive, but very good. 2 years of weightlifting, obviously lost a ton of weight. So bravo. Proof of gym. Jojo says, over a year that has passed, there were times I didn't want to go to the gym, but all those videos of saying, go to the fucking gym, please. If anyone has any tips on workouts, please let me know. I'm trying to better myself. Well, shout out Jojo. We encourage you to join the Swole fam. We got all the tips in the app and support and all the programs you need. So check us out, swolenormousx.com. Looking great. Look at that. The beard's coming in nicely. Got the little bun going. Lots of progress. Lots of progress. Crushing it, man. Matabara. Weighed about 300 pounds last year. I took control of my health and lost 80 pounds and packed on muscle. I'm 41. Never felt better or looked better in my life. Good job, Matt. Some gorillas for you, Lassie. Michael Matos. Looking guy. Got extra little extra tatted up. Got the beard nice and tight this time. And man, absolutely fucking.
I gave it a 10.
Fucking shredded. Absolutely hyped.
A fucking 10.
Fucking absolutely chatted out. 288 down to 173. What a before and after. That's 115 pounds. And of course, that's a lot more fat too, because you put on some serious muscle there, dude. Good stuff. From Nirezzi and Nidvele Santos. Let's fucking go. And plus, bonus. We posted this on Facebook and we said, show us proof of gym. And Papa Swole merch is bonus points. So Nirezzi, you get bonus points. You get bonus.
Hi, puppy.
You get bonus for rocking the alphabet merch, the muscle alphabet. Lats, glutes, biceps, triceps, quads. And obviously in this picture, you're seeing a hell of a lot of biceps and lats there. Boom. Showing off the gun show. All right, Ryan Basharian is just fucking ripping out of his skin, leaning out and minimizing gains while doing so. Minimizing gains? I'm assuming that's a typo. Maximizing gains, you mean? Because that's what you're doing. Leaning out and maximizing gains, because this picture, you look absolutely fucking shredded. So, oh, this is great. This is great. Thomas Picard, not me in the picture, but I've been training my dad lately, and it's incredibly fulfilling. Go get it, guys. There you go. That's fantastic. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Excellent. Train your family.
That's the way.
Super
I
stoked.
like it.
Excellent. Love the pictures. Make sure you respond to those posts. If you get a Swole text or if you see it on Instagram or Facebook, make sure you respond and show us the proof that we require. Proof of sleep, proof of gym. We're doing Rate My Meal, so we got all sorts of things going on. So make sure you share it up.
Babe, just
Get
an
it out there.
inch, just an inch. It's cold outside.
All right, Swole fam time. Now let's get into it. I sent out a Swole text asking what's your non-refundable, your non-negotiable that you refuse to skip. No matter how busy you are, what's your non-negotiable? What's your non-negotiable? And you could drop your thoughts if you didn't get the text, if you're not a member, or you didn't respond. You can drop in the chat. Carl says, I always prioritize time with my family. As a firefighter, I never know when or if I will get to see them when I leave for work. Because of that, I prioritize being able to spend as much time with them as possible. I keep this in mind to make sure I get some type of workout in every day, whether yoga or strength training. Not for me, but for them, I have to ensure I have as much time with them as possible. So yeah, thank you for your service. And of course, this is what a lot of people with law enforcement, military, first responder, you have to deal with this all the time. You don't know if you're coming back. Likely you will, but there's always a chance. So very much respect for that, and definitely a non-negotiable. I agree. We didn't go over it, but hashtag, why is that not in focus? I got to get the time to get the, there we go. Time to get the camera kind of fixed back up. Anyway, hashtag get swole for a chance to win today's Swole card. Nice orange and red there. Melissa says, all the 7 pillars are non-negotiable for me. However, training is absolutely something that I will not miss no matter what happens in life. There's always something that I can do to help me mentally, physically, and spiritually. Thanks for everything. Good stuff. I agree. 7 pillars are non-negotiable. That's the goal, right? Michelle says, yo bish, yoga and mobility in the mornings. That sets up my day with releasing the tightness from sleep and or exercise from the day before. A little mobility in the morning. And if you don't know where to start, just start with like 5 minutes. Start with like a couple moves. Start with like a couple squats or toe touches, or, you know, set up a little yoga mat and do like 5 chaturangas, you know, like maybe 5 sun salutations. Start with like a little micro habit. It's really good just to get it going. Go outside and do a couple moves. Sheena says, my supplements are non-negotiable. Since it's near impossible to get everything we need from today's food supply, I never forget my supplements. I put in a lot of hard work, so I want to maximize the benefits by making sure my body has what it needs to make sick fucking gains. Well said. And last one, short but accurate, grounding outside barefoot. This is like one of the top first things I do when I get up. I get up, I'm outside, shirt off, sometimes some sack involved, but I get outside and I make sure that I get sun, touching grass. I'll water the plants and stuff, take the dogs outside, going outside barefoot, sun, eyes, as much skin as possible. That and getting my morning like hydration in and electrolytes and stuff. Certain standards in the morning. So, you know, everyone's a little bit different with what they have to do in the morning. But there's a couple of things, like the first things I do. It's going outside, it's getting sun, and it's my hydration with my electrolytes and protein and creatine and stuff like that. All right. Excellent. Fantastique. We got a couple more Swole fan posts. We actually have 3 more. Very exciting. First one, we got 3 of them. This one's from Jerica. These are from inside the Swolenormous app. If you have not yet done so, head on over to the App Store, Google Play, and download the Swolenormous app today. It's available on iOS and Android. You get access to all the content, all the programs, everything we have inside. You can also use the same login for swolenormousx.com if you want to use it on your computer, but you can also stream to your TV on your phone, offline download. So many cool features and things that you can do. And we're always adding content, and we're always, you know, making improvements to the app and to the code and adding new content. So check it out. Journal, custom playlists, the community's on there, and the Telegram chat. All the information's over there when you download the app and join the fam. So let's get into post from the app. Jerica says, new here, 46-year-old female, new to aging. No, you're not new to aging. You've been aging for 46 years. New to aging and setbacks. LOL. Looking forward to positive vibes from like-minded people and hard work. Ready to do hard things. Well, welcome. Everyone say welcome, Jerica. Cool name. Yeah, sweet. New to aging. You're not new to aging. You're new to feeling the compounded effects of not making those sick gains. So you're here in the right place now. So we'll help you get there. What a great post. What a great post. Look at this. Look at this. I think Pam, here's the thing. I think what Pam did was, I think Pam wasn't completely satisfied with the pictures we had on the website. I don't think Pam was satisfied. So I think Pam decided to send us some more marketing materials. Lovely pick. Got them all lined up. Pam says, Theo and I can't wait to use all the products while waiting on the mail today. I felt like a kid on Christmas. Well, congratulations. Pam is one of the first to get all her stuff in. Very exciting. We'll use this for one of the promos. You got the Papa Swolio card, Main Gains Bull Cream, and you picked up the Morning Meadow. Very nice. And you got the whole trifecta. So enjoy, use it wisely. I love the Morning Meadow. The smell is so, I love the smell. I love the smell. Morning Meadow smells so good. They all smell good. They all smell good. Of course, we have the unscented if you want, because some people like to mix things. You can always mix in if you want something with bull cream. If you like your own flow, you can put in a drop of whatever essential oil you want, right? You can get the bull cream and then put a drop in, or a small whatever with jojoba oil. You can dilute it and you can make your own scent. But Morning Meadow has a real nice, it's really nice. I love it. I love the scent. It smells so good. So enjoy and let us know how you like it. Let us know how you like it. And I think what's happening with the products, I mean, this was our intent. Haven't made really a lot of content. We've kind of let some people know we put on the site, but you know, we're going to start getting those testimonials and we'll get some feedback. And for those of you that have purchased them already, and once you start using them, we'll contact you. We'll reach out for some thoughts or testimonial, things like that we can use for marketing and letting other people know. Because, you know, sometimes people, when there's a new product, they're excited. You know, some people are excited. You guys know, those of you that have purchased it or you're part of the Swole fam, you know, we put a lot of effort into it. But once more people start getting some feedback, it really does help. Once you guys start using it, you got to use it. It's just like the Swole fam. It's just like the training programs. You could buy it and then it just sits on your shelf. You got to use it. Put it on your body, put it on your skin, put it on your scalp. Get it. Very exciting. Very exciting. Really looking forward to what you guys think of it. Great start. I'm glad you guys got it. Shipping was good. Vasco, hey fam. I don't know if this is true for everybody, but I've realized the gym has become so much more than just a place to work out. At first, I thought it was only about staying in shape, but over time, I started noticing that it wasn't just for my body. It was that I felt better when I left. This week, I went through something at work that was really upsetting. One of my first thoughts was, quote, I need to get to the gym. And that's when it really clicked for me that this wasn't just exercise anymore. It had become my anchor. Even right now, as I write this, doing some mobility work, I feel that same sense of clarity. The gym gives me space to step away from the busyness of life. Between sets, I find myself thinking things through, reflecting, and letting go of stress. I walk in carrying weight off my mind. I walk out feeling lighter in ways that have nothing to do with the barbell. I didn't expect the gym to become such an important part of my mental health, but I'm grateful it has. What started as something for my physical well-being has turned into one of the most important things I do for my mental well-being too. So I agree. Well said. I just want to clarify this too. This is why yesterday's episode was mental health is physical health. You know, and I know, look, I mean, Vasco's coming at this from like the separation. I didn't realize how amazing it was for my mental health. What do you think? I'm telling you, I really do believe this. It's the same. Why wouldn't it be the same? Think of it. It's just one thing. Your mental and physical health. It's all your health. Let's put it together. And I think if people put them together, you realize, oh, my mental health matters. So physically what I'm eating, it's like, oh, my physical body. That's going to be how your brain works. It's all part of the same thing. It's all the same system. There is no separation of mental and physical. I know the difference. Oh, you have a thought. It's not a physical thing, but isn't it? It's a byproduct of your physical structure and the things that we don't understand. So I understand there's things that maybe don't have immediate mass or it's not tangible, but it's all a product of the same thing. I really think people should think of it as all one thing. It's all one thing. It's what you put in your body from your ears, your eyes, your mouth, on your skin. It's what you surround your body with and how you see the world. Start connecting it, right? Stop thinking of it as separate. I think answers when people are trying to improve their life, it's like, hey, I'm going to eat a certain way, or I'm going to train a certain way, but I'm going to not eat properly. Or I'm going to surround myself with shitty people, but I'm going to eat right and exercise right and get quality sleep. If you're surrounding yourself with shitty people, you're going to have shitty fucking habits. You know, it's going to mirror what the people around you have as habits. So you can't separate those things. So put it all together. Once you put it all together, you make better decisions. People think you're going to do certain things, but then something else has to happen for your mental health, right? You don't have control of that. I'm going to eat a certain way. I'm going to exercise, but then I have to go take a pill for my mental health. It doesn't make sense. It's all the same thing. So answers of how you run your life, what you eat, what you do physically, everything you do, if you put it together, then what you eat helps your thoughts. It helps your brain. When you exercise, it helps your brain. When you think positive thoughts and you meditate and stuff, it helps your physical body, right? It's all the same. That's why it's not separate. You lower your stress. It's good for your physical body. So mental is good for physical too. But physical is good for mental. It's because it's the same fucking thing. Same thing. Just put it together. Stop separating it. Good stuff, Vasco. I don't disagree with what you're saying, but I encourage people to think that it's together again. Put it together. Think of it together. All right, knowledge cock time, as if we haven't been slamming that seed for a while. Let's get in some questions. All right, if you got questions, drop in the comments. Hashtag Ask Papa Swole. Let's take the first one from Instagram. Michael Chung, your thoughts on boxing and Muay Thai as gym workouts and forms of self-defense. I think, striking can be beneficial. I would do some striking in judo. I think judo is probably the most applicable. Yeah, jiu-jitsu is great too, but judo is probably the most translatable into real world. Grabbing someone's shirt, jacket, slamming them on the ground, getting the fuck out of there, handling your body weight, using momentum and leverage. So, there's striking and there's groundwork. Judo's a great mix of both. And then getting your concealed carry and training with your firearm and avoiding conflicts. I'm not saying don't have self-defense training and things like that, but yeah, understanding, not putting yourself in situations where you'll have to use that. That's really top of the list, right? That's really top of the list. I mean, some situations you might be working in an environment. If you're a bouncer at a club, you're going to be in conflict environments. So obviously there's applications, but setting yourself up in the right environment will eliminate these kinds of risks too. Also, just putting that out there. My thoughts on it. If you want to get better at boxing, you enjoy boxing, you love Muay Thai. I'm not here to tell you not to. So my thoughts are, I don't know, do what you want to do. Why do you need my thoughts? Why do you need my thoughts? And I appreciate you asking me a question, but why do you need my thoughts? As gym workouts, they're not gym workouts. You're doing cardio. You're doing cardio and you're learning skills. Do you want to build muscle? Again, do what you want to do, but make sure you're doing the right things. If you're doing Muay Thai to get absolutely jacked, that's not how you get jacked, right? If you want to do boxing to get jacked, that's not how you get jacked. We agree? Do you want to build muscle? Then I would say don't do boxing or Muay Thai as gym workouts if you're trying to build muscle. Do them if you want to improve your cardio. Do them if you want to learn how to box right? Okay. Just saying. Alban, how often should I cold plug? You might have gotten this before. I know it's a typo, but maybe Alban is using a little of the, you put in the freezer first, eh? All right. Yikes.
You switch the samples.
How often should you cold plunge? Well, I would start off maybe a couple days a week and see how it goes for you. I wouldn't do it right after a workout, but it's great first thing in the morning or dumping your face in cold water. It's great. So I have a cold plunge. I do it now and again. I don't do it every single day religiously. I did for a while, and then I just I don't do it as much, and I feel great. But I use it when I feel like I want to. So earlier in the day or before a workout or on off days. Dead meds. What's the best way to motivate myself to go to the gym? By ignoring motivation. That's not going to get you to the gym. Set yourself up. Set the habits. Execute. Manage your time. Prioritize it and go. You don't need to feel like it. So that's irrelevant. Motivation is bullshit. Stop saying that word. Sterling, after you've been training for 20 plus years, did your body eventually adapt and stop getting sore? No. You'll still get sore if you do enough damage or you build up enough, calcium ions and so on and so forth. There's different reasons why you'll get sore, but getting sore is not required for muscle growth. So there's a difference, but it's very hard to push yourself and create a stimulus and not feel like physical fatigue. So how sore you get, you shouldn't be crippled. If you're getting absolutely crippled and you can't, you're really, really sore, you're doing too much. Or you went too hard on a new exercise, or it's a lengthened position that you haven't done before. So you're getting that that stretch response where you're going to get sore from the muscle spindle stretching and hitting a new length. You'll get stretch mediated hypertrophy when you're new to lifting because the muscles have never stretched like that under tension. But then after a while, for most muscles, you don't benefit anymore from maximizing the stretch. So some muscles do respond to stretch and continue to, chest is good for that, for stretch, calves mostly. You've probably seen people doing lifting where they're doing dead stops and stuff, and that might be effective for some muscles, but not all of them. Anyway, you're not going to stop getting sore. I'm sore. I get sore. I just don't get crippled sore to the point where I can't move for 5 days. So if you're getting too sore, there's something off with your programming. You're not managing it well enough until you get to the point where you're not super, super sore. So if you're getting crushed and you're super sore, you're just doing more than you need at that point. So it's not that you want to do as little as possible. You want to do as much as you need to, or as much as there's a fine line between doing as little as possible to get results and maximizing it. You want to maximize the recoverability. You want to do as much as you can that you can recover from, but frequency is a concern. And you want to do it consistently. So doing your absolute max that you can get away with maybe this week, but you guys know that sometimes you'll do a certain workout or a program or a split, and you guys have tried this. You could drop your thoughts and your experiences in the comments, but it's happened to me tons and tons of times where I'll do something and it feels great for the first week, but then after that second week or halfway through, I just I can't maintain the same pattern just because you get accumulation, you get accumulative fatigue too. So if you're not recovering enough, it kind of wears down and then eventually it kind of catches up to you. Maybe it catches up to you over 5 or 6 weeks or 2 months. Maybe it catches up to you over a week and you're like, I can't maintain this even more than a week. So you want to be able to adjust and catch these things and monitor and manage the volume and the intensity and the frequency based on what you can maintain long term. And you make subtle tweaks when you need to, or you change an exercise, or you drop a couple sets off. If you feel like you're not recovering as much, just drop the volume or maybe decrease the reps, like don't do high reps, or change the exercise, or just instead of doing 12 sets in a workout, do 8. Do like instead of 5 exercise or 6, do 4, and just cut back on how much you're doing. And then you'll see that recovery come back, and then you maintain that and then increase accordingly. Sometimes you just need to pull back a little bit. And you don't always know. You're not going to know if you're getting that kind of fatigue buildup until you hit it. And then you learn from that. And of course, as you get older and as you try different things, you're going to have different tolerances. What you did 5 years ago, man, I used to do this 5 years ago. It's like, well, you can't do that now. So get over it. Adjust. Mess 41, Papa, I've been dealing with shoulder issues that have derailed my progress. I started the shoulder awareness program. Can you talk about how to progress through it, though? I do the primer each time. Well, the program describes that. So you do the week or the level until you're ready to move forward. So you do the first one as much as you feel like you need to, and then you can move on to the next exercises when you feel comfortable. The program explains all that. You stick with it and you progress when you feel ready. If you have any other questions, like in addition to that, because it's very straightforward, it's very simple. I think it's called Level. We have so many different programs. I forget like the details, all the details of the program. We have like 15 or 20 programs and a lot of stuff. So I forget some of the details. And anyone else that's gone through the program or is doing it, you could drop your thoughts in the comments. Mark, did Mama Swole ever make sourdough bread? No, she wants to, but if we're going to make it, we want to get a grinder and stuff like that, and those are expensive. So she wants one, but we were doing some other stuff first because you have to maintain it. You have to maintain the starter, and it's like making kefir. You got to like be in the process of doing it. Once you stop, you have to kind of get going and gear it up again and blah, blah, blah. But we've been trying. We've been sourcing some local, just kind of, feeling it out a little bit, seeing how we react to it. But she wants to. She definitely will. Like, she wants to do it. Jerry Band Z2Z. What do you recommend to avoid overeating? Nutrient-dense foods, getting more sleep, and hydrating properly. Most people are getting bad sleep. Their circadian rhythm's all off, and they're not actually hydrated. They're not getting enough salt. They're not getting enough magnesium, just fluid in general, and nutrient-dense foods. So eat more animal meats, more protein and fat, and get your electrolytes in and get better sleep. And you're not going to have issues with like binge eating. Meditation also helps. Ezekiel Estrada, Papa Solio, what is the best way to improve recovery so you can train daily? Sleep and better programming. Better programming, eliminating junk volume. So, improving recovery, that's just time. So you can foam roll, massage, all that stuff. I mean, honestly, I used to do all that stuff. I don't think it helps like recovery. The only thing that helps recovery is time, because it's also central nervous system fatigue. So remember, your recovery, and people forget this or don't know it at all, it's not just physical. Your physical body actually recovers pretty quickly. But that central nervous system fatigue, remember, your brain, your nervous system is what's triggering that load, and your brain, right? It's firing all the muscles and it's maxing out, and eventually it just becomes numb to the stimulus. That's why you lose strength over a session, and it just becomes like you're just doing busy work, you're beating a dead horse. So you only have so many sets for stimulus. That's why less volume is better, but you do it more frequently because you could do a little boom and then rest. And then the next day or 2 days later, boom. You hit more of that peak without the fucking drawn out assault on your body. So the goal is better programming. And programming means your reps. How many reps are you doing? How close are you doing to failure? Did I say volume? The frequency of your program. And every split works. There's so many different splits, but training body parts 2 to 3 times a week and making sure that you are managing the volume. That way you can recover and progressively overload more consistently. And you don't have to train daily. You're not supposed to. Most people that are just not taking anabolic steroids and all this stuff, just 4 days a week. You're not going to be able to handle more than 4 days a week if you're training intensely. And if you're like, I can train every day, you're not training hard enough if you're able to train every day. You're just doing way too much. Like, your central nervous system is blasted and you're just hitting muscles that are not physically sore. So like your back is sore as fuck and you're training your legs, and then you're doing your chest and everything else hurts, but you're still training your chest, and you're just constantly beating the crap out of yourself. And I'm not saying you can't see results like that, but people usually burn out, or they take time off, or they get exhausted, or they get injured. And people go through this cumulative injury cycle where they just get hurt again. They come back around, they get hurt again, they beat themselves up. Right? So all right, where were we? OMG Aussie Opals, whatever. What happens when someone has used steroids for decades and stops? They lose muscle mass that they were maintaining with steroids. Look at bodybuilders that have retired. Milo Sanabria, Papa Swole, was the right way to exercise the whole body? Well, that's a vague question. Join us over at Swolenormous X and start the 90-day dash and do maximum swole and lift heavy weights. Do a proper strength training program. Go for walks. I mean, come on, man. What's the right way? There's no right way. What are you trying to accomplish? What are you trying to accomplish? You want to get better at sailing, you better practice sailing. You want to get better at fencing, you better practice fencing. But I love rock climbing, Papa Swolio. Well, fucking pick one. You're going to try to get jacked and do rock climbing? Okay, well, that's going to be a conflict at some point. Be prepared to be average at both and have like tendonitis in your elbows and all those issues. Okay, you can do both, but and have like tendonitis in your elbows and all those issues. Okay, you can do both, but putting on 20, 30 pounds of muscle and then trying to climb walls, it's just, there's a reason why the best rock climbers are long and lanky, and you know what I mean? So if you enjoy something, right? But here's the thing, people that are obsessed with rock climbing, they're not concerned with maximizing muscle. They love what they do so much, they don't care. They're still getting physical activity. I'm not knocking it, but I'm saying people come to me or they ask these questions and they're trying to do every adaptation, right? I want to go, but I love horseback riding. I love horseback riding, but I want to get as big as possible. I don't have a split for you for like horseback riding plus bodybuilding. If you have a real passion, you don't care what anyone else thinks, you're going to go all in on it. Fine. Doesn't mean you won't have negative side effects or health issues because you don't lift weights, and depending on what it is, but just understand that whatever adaptation you want or skill you want to achieve, you have to put the effort in there. So if you're trying to build muscle, we can talk, and we're going to talk, we can talk about what you should be doing for mobility and for building muscle and for improving your health and body fat composition and overall wellness and things like that, right? 7 pillars. But it's still, I guess I don't want to say shocking, but people always want to have their cake and eat it too. They want their steak and they want to be able to eat it too, which is good. If you have your steak, you want to be able to eat it. But they want all the adaptations. They want adaptations that are going completely different directions. And sometimes you can mix some of these things. I love the yard, the gardening, butterfly garden that we have. We love it. We love it. And it doesn't negatively affect my training. So I can have that kind of, you want to call it a hobby, an interest. I just call it part of my life. So I can make sick fucking gains, and it doesn't affect me. It actually helps. So I don't have that in I love to go kayaking, whitewater rafting. It's like, okay. So wherever you spend your time, you could do different things. You could have different skills and things that don't conflict, but if it's high intensity or it's a different kind of physical adaptation, one's going to negatively affect the other potentially. What's your priority? For example, like the horseback riding thing, can you lift weights to improve your ability to horseback ride? Sure, you can do lunges or certain stability or weighted exercises. Yeah, why not? But that means your priority is the horseback riding. So you're not lifting for the lifting. It's good if things complement one another. But if you're trying to look for a physical adaptation for certain things, make sure your training maps to that. So the best way to train, what are you trying to accomplish? Right? What are you trying to accomplish? And most people don't know what they're trying to accomplish. So they think that any physical activity is going to get them results. I want to get lean and muscular and shredded and have abs. They just start, I'm going to run 5 miles a day. Cool. You're not going to get results then. Good luck with that. Yeah. Okay. Good stuff. Balls deep time. Here we go. Let's get
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That's deep.
All right. We will do, holy shit, we'll do this one first. This one's called I Like Being Fat. I like being fat. Do you now?
Like being fat, and I don't think it should be controversial to say that. Fat has been my identifier since I was a small child, in the same way as having blue eyes or blonde hair or really wide feet for some reason.
That's the problem. You forge your identity. Your identity was forged around being fat. You do not look healthy, by the way. What gave it away?
And for a really, really long time, I felt full to the brim with shame about my body. And we all know that shame only fuels its own fire. And it was only about 5 years ago when I saw someone who looked like me presented in a good light that I felt like I could finally heal. And I can tell you honestly now that despite decades of diet clubs and bullies, I like myself unabashedly. And I suppose I always knew it was possible because 11 years ago I had this tattooed. I got this the day after my 18th birthday, and it says, "I will love myself despite the ease with which I lean toward the opposite." And I hope I'm doing you proud, 18-year-old me.
Yeah, you need that tattooed on your forearm. Look, well, you definitely look. You say you're happy. You're not. You look, oh, I'm sorry. This person looks dead behind the eyes. No offense. The TikTok account is Laurel is losing it. Well, that sounds like you're not happy. Yeah, you can tell yourself, but if you are happy and you love yourself, it doesn't come off like that in a video. Just saying. You can't help some people, and that's the problem with the whole love yourself. I think you should respect yourself. I think we should stop loving ourselves. I think that's and there's different types of love. So you can have that argument, right? There's different types of love. There's, friend love, there's parent love, there's romantic love. So there's different types of love. But most people they just say the love and they just interpret it. That's why the whole gay love is love. And, it's kind of like a precursor to pedophilia. So like the words get bastardized. So if we use the word respect, then what do you do? What would you do? What would a person that respects their body and respects themselves do? Well, they would care about what they put on it. They would care about the people and the environment that their body is in. They would care about how much rest their body gets. They would care about the physical activity. They would care about the sunlight and the grounding or the hydration, right? If you respect your body, then respect your body. Prove it. Actions, right? Actions speak louder than words. What do you do with your body? If you respect your body and you care about your body, what do you do? What would a person that cares about their body do? And then do those things. Yeah, it's like the whole my lived experience. You can tell yourself all you want. I love my body. I love that. You look miserable. Mentally, physically, it's just like you look miserable. You look like you're in pain, and it pains you to say that. I don't blame you. Lying to yourself doesn't make the situation better. You're just trying to, and then when you lie to yourself and you're lying, then you're sacrificing your own integrity, and then you hate yourself deep down. So it's there's hate underlying there. There's disgust and disdain for yourself because you're lying, right? It's that double think. You're pretending you hate yourself, but then you're pretending that you love yourself because of whatever you tell, right? Whatever in the last 5 years, I saw some of my size. The last 5 years, oh, you mean during this fucking Marxist, communist, woke ass bullshit? Of course, they lied to a lot of people. susceptible, weak people that want to be lied to. They're desperate for someone to lie to them. All right, this one's called Conflicted. Conflicted, and let me tell you, the only thing I'm conflicted about is whether or not we should play this video. I am conflicted. I see the thumbnail, I see the first frame, and it hurts. And when I say it hurts, I mean it hurts. Now, looking at this person's skin, it looks like if there's a raindrop, the skin would burst. The skin looks so tight, it looks like it hurts, and I'm conflicted. It's titled Conflicted. I'm conflicted with playing this video, but I'm going to do it because if I have to see it, you have to also. Here we go.
Got a gym membership.
Jesus.
And I'm feeling really conflicted about it, and like the whole fitness and diet culture and losing weight and living in a larger body and fat liberation and all the things are like running through my head, and it's like,
pause, just so you guys know, I don't want you guys to get afraid. On the top it says video length 10 minutes. We're not playing 10 minutes. This is not a 10-minute video. Maybe it is, but I only have a minute and a half left. So don't worry, this is not going to be a 10-minute video. Everyone's like, oh my God, we're not watching 10 minutes of this. Don't worry.
I think for a long time I felt like if I joined a gym and lost any weight, then it would be like a slap in the face to the fat community, because of how much that has really, I've only ever lived in a bigger body, and like that is the life that I know. And I think
I'm going to pause. This is part of why people don't change. This is a huge component of that. So think about what she just said. I've always been fat, right? It's the only life that I know. This is why people maintain their bad habits. This is a major reason, because the unknown leads to fear. It's actually, and the human body, the physical manifestations of these things are very similar. So fear and excitement, very similar rushes of like, your heart rate increases, right? Anxiety versus excitement. So worrying and excitement are very similar. It's sympathetic activation. So what most people will default to is the unknown leading to fear. What you can change is control your actions, control what you can control, and the unknown, think of it as exciting or a learning experience. Change your perspective as to things that like would normally stress you. It's like, oh, that's unknown. I don't know what's going to happen. She's going to the gym. What she's talking about is I'm going to go do all these things. I'm going to be a different person. I don't know that person. So a lot of times subconsciously you'll maintain bad habits because you know what it's like being fat. You know what it's like to eat these addictive foods. You know what these old comfortable habits are like. So people just relapse because they're afraid. They're afraid of the unknown rather than excited and able to have that discipline and commitment to see it through. They much rather stay in their comfortable trap of bad habits, and even if it's shameful and disgustingly unhealthy, they'd rather do that because it's familiar.
And I think in the past, people are like, you need to join a gym to lose weight. And it's all been under this, like, this umbrella or whatever. Like, we care about your health, but like no one does. They want you to be thin.
You don't care about your health.
I'm 26 years old.
Jesus.
And I think for the first time in my life, I am not actively trying to not be alive. And also maybe wanting to live longer. Who knew that could happen? So I genuinely have like lots of like joy and love and magic in my life now that I never thought that I would have. And I've had in small doses over the years, but like life is hard and it sucks and we have our things, but like I just, for the first time, I don't want to die. Oh my God. But I also am like, am I,
you can see why this is 10 minutes. Holy shit.
Letting down the fat community if I do this thing for myself.
I'm so glad it cuts off there. Holy shit. No, like what the fuck are you talking? The fat community. There's no fat community. It's not a community of fat. That's not what that is. Okay? There's no fat community. You could say there's a fitness community. Is there a fitness community? Is there really a fitness community? You tell me. Those of you that exercise, is there a fitness community? The fitness industry? I hate that term. I fucking hate it. I've used it before. I don't like it. The fitness community. No, there's not. There's not. There's people. There's as many it's just a bunch of sub-communities. Yeah, like, people that go to the gym versus CrossFit. You don't think like, we're in the fitness community together. It's not. Most people don't. You have your friends, you have your thing, your niche of what you do, right? There's no fat community. Do fat people walk by each other and be like, yo, what up, tons? Yeah. Oh. Fat community. No, you have a club of people that don't want to change and to justify your existence. Your whole identity is around being fat. Your following is around being fat. Everything you've ever known is being morbidly obese. So you don't want to change because, are you going to be betraying them? You're going to be improving your health. Fuck people that don't want to change. They want you sick because they're sick and they don't want to stop eating cake either. Come on. Come on, man. Come on now. Come on now. All right, Swole card time, then we'll do a throwback. Hashtag get Swole for a chance to win today's Swole card. Let's give it away. Come on now. Swole card time. Wake me up before you get swole. Oh, we got a winner today. It is the GOAT, Cerny. Congratulations. Cerny pulling in a Get Swole. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 33999 in the subject, your mailing address in the body of the email. Congratulations. That's a nice card. That's a nice one. Get Swole. Drop in the comments. Fucking fantastic. All right, fam, it's time for a throwback. What we got? I'm going to try to do one that's less horrifying. Just kidding. This looks gross.
To me, I should be recording.
Holy fucking shit.
This is me.
Please stop.
1 month on testosterone.
Yeah.
This is me 2 months injecting myself with the T virus.
This is me 3 months
Jesus.
of committing tax evasion. This is me 4 months of running from the government for treason. This is me 5 months of planting trees.
Yeah, go fuck yourself, dude.
Holy shit. What is happening here?
This is me 6 months on, I've lost count of how many months I've been doing this. I think that means it's time to post this.
You fucking people.
That's horrifying.
As you can see, my nipples have been removed from my body. Where they are, I don't know.
Are there any women here today?
Well, I could be wrong, but I believe diversity is an old wooden ship that was used during the Civil War era.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
All right. Well, fam, now that none of you will be sleeping tonight, I will take my leave. We'll see you tomorrow for episode 3400, fam. That's absolutely fantastic. Some of you know it's going to be going down tomorrow. We've had a lot of major releases, but kind of doing under the DL. Tomorrow is 3400, so we have a signature series release. I know a lot of stuff's been going down, but this is a special one. This is a little bit of a different one. Very excited to have that live. SwoleNormousX.com/signature. 1 day only. So it's going to be very exciting, but we'll talk about it. I know I haven't teased it, but if you know, you know. You kind of have to know what's going on. You have to know what's going on. You have to know. You got to know. I can't hold your hand, but these are one-time releases. So only available for 24 hours. Only available for 24 hours. You could check it out. SwoleNormousX.com/signature. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Thanks for being here. Yeah, the last one shipped out. We've just been so backed up. So I appreciate your patience, but you know, they're exclusive for a reason, but now you will have it and you're going to love it. 14 was dope. The one that's on the way is absolutely sick. So you're going to enjoy it. All right. Thanks for being here. Hit the like button, subscribe, leave a 5-star review. Take a moment, head on over to Spotify or Apple Podcasts, leave a 5-star review. It helps tremendously. Join the fam, SwoleNormousX.com, download the app. And of course, we got new merch. I'm rocking Swole America today. We got all the bull cream, scalp seed, and mane gains that you could ever desire. Small batch, all organic ingredients. Go check all that out, papaswolio.com. All the links in the description. And we'll see you tomorrow. Peace, McGee's, deuce, magoose. Your boy, Papa Swolio. Out. Later. Yaboosh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock's crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like...
Yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint you. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my